guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do logarithmic functions as inverses. Let us begin. This is a very easy subject, so please focus so you can solve it fast. So let's zoom in first. I hope you can see it. So the question is, we need to evaluate log 64 with the base 4. Okay, 64 with the base 4. So we need to evaluate it. So let's say that we don't know it, it's x. Okay, so the easiest way to change it to the exponential form, okay, I'm going to go the fastest way because we already learned it. We just go 4, and it's going to be to the power of x. So it's going to be 4 to the power of x equals how much? 64. That's all. So you ask yourself, 4 to the power of how much gives you 64? So 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So you need to multiply 4 by itself 3 times. So it means that x equals 3. And that is the answer. Okay? That is it. So x equals 3. Now let's go to the second question. The same thing, guys. I'll do one more. Okay? We have log 8 with the base 2. The same thing, equals x. And 2 to the power of x equals 8. So 2 to the power of how much gives you 8? 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, 3 times. So x equals 3. That's the answer. Okay. The same thing, guys, log 2 to the power of how much gives you, like log 128 with the base 2. So 2 to the power of how much gives you 128. So well, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64, and times 2 is 128, which is 7. Okay? 7 times. Now it's a different question. Let me zoom it first. So I hope you can see it. Now the question is, which is the exponential form of log, it's almost the same thing, log 5 with the base 9 equals what? So this is the logarithmic form. We need to change it to the exponential form. The same thing what we just did. 9 to the power of y. So 9 to the power of y equals how much? 5. That's the answer. That is the exponential form, and that is the logarithmic form. It's the same thing. 9 to the power of y equals 5. That's for question 4. The same thing, guys. In this case, we have which one is the exponential form for log 8, log x with the base of 8 equals 12. The same, guys. 8 to the power of 12 equals x. Okay? It's a quiz that you can get an A plus easy. Okay? So we said 8 to the power of 12 equals x. Evaluate this one again. In this case, if you can see it, is log 125 with the base 5. So the 5 times how many times by itself gives you 125. So 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. So it's also 3. Now, which is the logarithmic form? It's going to be the same thing, guys. It's the opposite. The question is, he gave us the exponential form, 5 to the power of negative 2 equals 1 over 25. Now, the logarithmic form, you need to do the same thing the way we did. So it's going to be log, okay? Remember, the base is always the base. So in this case, the base is 5. So it's going to be 5, okay? And on the other side, it's going to be the exponent. In this case, the exponent is -2. And the number that left, 1/25. Okay? Remember, it's always log. The base here, let's say it's x here. And on the other side, it's always the e, which is the exponent. Okay? That is it. So log 5/125, which is in the bottom, I think. 125 equals -2. Which is the exponential form of log 7. Let's solve this one. Let me zoom in. Let's solve this one. We have log, okay, 44 to the base 7 equals what? Same thing. Exponential 7 to the power of y equals 44. This is the logarithmic form. This is the exponential form. So 7 to the power of y equals 44. That's it. Let's go to the next one. The same thing, guys. We'll do the last one. Okay. Let me zoom in first. So the question is log 1/9 with the base 3. Okay, we need to evaluate. The same thing equals x. 3 to the power of x equals 1/9. Now, ask yourself, 3 to the power of how much equals 9? It's 2, because 3 times 3 is 9. So x will equals 2. But because it's a fraction, 1/9, we add the negative 2. So the answer would be the fourth choice. That is it. That is it. Have a great day, guys. Be safe.